It's been like 4 months since the album dropped, but this is the first time I'm listening to the album. I don't know why, but I'm listening to the album for the first time today. So let's talk about it. King Madi dropped our first album after a successful EP called King Madi. I love the EP because it was a very brilliant project. Now, but then since then she dropped an album. Of course, she's dropped a couple of singles, but the album dropped and people had a lot of problem with it. Firstly, the title of the album. Honestly, when you title your album "I Am the Blueprint," people they want how would I say Beyonce level of music from it. But then I don't think the song on the album are bad. So like let's get into it. The She received a lot of unfair review. I won't say unfair, let's just say mixed review, right? So I listened to the album and there are a lot of songs on the album that I really like. And I think if you have over half of the music on the album that is really good that you enjoy, then it's a fairly good album, right? A decent one. So first of all, I listened to a lot of the songs. I think I listened to like 3 singles from the album. I'm not sure, but the single that I think I like Ali Bumaye. I think that was the first single, or at least it was dropped. I think a week before the album, so it doesn't really mix with my rules of not naming singles of the album. So I would just let me just please allow me to just add this one because it came like a week before the album. So I like Ali Bumaye. I like Damn It All. I think this is her style. This is the style I enjoy when she's singing. When I listen to her, this is the style I love her with. I think a lot of times she tried to do the lamba tungba things. Maybe it is she sings really well with it too, but I don't know. The King Madi of the EP is different from King Madi of the album, which means she wants to reach out to wider audience. And maybe that's why, because Damn It is like at style, at templates. Because from Damn It, the song I love the most, my favorite song of the album is It's a Game. I think I've listened to this song like 2-3 times after listening to it. I'm like, okay, wait, I'm listening to the album for the first time. Let me just take everything one time. But this song, I've listened to it like 4 times, and it gives me that chill that I got from Burna Boy's 23, I think. The very little or mild instrumental, nothing loud, right? And I really like the song. Maybe it was inspired by it, I don't know. But It's a Game is my favorite song. I would just say the best song on the album. Also, I like Pressure. Pressure is because when you look at Damn It, you look at Pressure, you look at It's a Game. She sounds different in all 3, but she seems very, very comfortable on these songs. Unlike some of the songs on the album where it felt like fillers, I don't know. I like Goosebumps too, but the songs that I like, they sounded in a way I can't even categorize it in a genre. I can't say R&B / whatever. I don't want to label it. I don't know how she labels her music, right? But Goosebumps, Pressure, It's a Game, and Damn It All. If you listen to these songs back to back to back, I think maybe you understand what I'm trying to say. And I like One Day. But One Day seems like it's inspired by the Kamido Sugarcane song. I'm not sure. There are a lot of the rhythm on the song. It feels like you're listening to the Miracle verse, the remix of the song. It feels like you're listening to the Miracle verse on that song that King promised to. I don't know. But because at some point in the song, I was humming the song and I was thinking, I think I've heard the song before. Maybe that was also inspired, or maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe. And I like Right Here. Right Here sounds like a very bold move. I didn't expect that from her. Especially maybe that's why it's the last song on the album. Like it was very, what's the word now? She was singing freely. And I feel like that's new. The song sounds like you need a Kendrick on it and it won't look out of place. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But the song is very, very good. I like Right Here. I think it's a bold song. She was really speaking for a young girl, which ultimately is what I'm trying to say on this album. this is a good album. I'll give the album a 6/10. It's an album you can go back to because of like 4 tracks. For me, I'll go back because of Damn It All, It's a Game, and Pressure. These songs are, I think, to me, what defines a style of music that I prefer. I'm not saying that's what she should do. I'm sure she has a lot of people in her team that are telling her what to do. Hopefully, they won't tell her to call the next album I Am the Blueprint 2 or whatever. But maybe the title of the album gave her some how should I say it? She didn't receive that soft landing she was. But also again, maybe she just gambled to say, let me make a larger than life claim. Maybe it's going to infiltrate some department to say, okay, who is she? Let's listen to her. And then maybe they felt the music didn't match up with the title of the album. But I think the review is a bit unfair. I'm not going to use her age to say people should not critique her music. But she released this song at the age of 17, 18. I mean, she still has like maybe 10 years in the game to go or more, hopefully. I hope she has more than that to really grow. The EP was good. I think the album was not as good as the EP, but because again, the risk on EP are minimal on like a full album. But again, I'll say it's a good album. The six, a pretty good album to listen to. You can pick like 5 songs to say, okay, let me go back. Out of like how many songs? You have like 5 songs, like 14, 13 tracks. You have like 5 to 6 songs you can go back to, minus the singles, because you look at how people came for her and just I felt like was the album that bad? And it turns out the album wasn't bad. But then again, here is what I think. And until next time, stay easy.